Hi, my Aries. Welcome back, you guys. All right, let's jump on in and see where this story is going to take us today. As always, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you for your awesome messages. Thank you for liking this video, subscribing to my channel, all that jazz, you know. Okay, Aries, so far, you guys are the only ones. I've been having some amazing storylines for starters, but right now we've got a little bit of trouble in paradise on this one. So we have a Four of Wands in the reverse. This is walking away or potentially walking away from what could have been an amazing connection, because we got the Two of Wands. It's like, do I stay? Do I go? Do I walk through this doorway to something new, something different? We've got the Empress in the reverse. It feels to me like somebody is saying, I don't know that I want to give to this anymore. So we have someone who is at a moment in time where they're thinking like, I don't know that this is the place that I'm going to either find my happiness. Well, somebody else feels differently. We have somebody who's very much in love here with this King of Cups. Hold on. So the Empress is not so sure, but the King of Cups is still like got a ton of emotion. Or this Empress is seeing that there is someone else who is very loving, and it's like, wow, maybe I want something other than what I thought I did. Maybe I've been a little disillusioned with some other relationship, and at this point I'm realizing my long-term vision is different, because this could be part of my long-term vision. Now, hold on, because we had a couple cards come out all together. We have a Knight of Swords in the reverse. This change is not happening swiftly, because I feel like with the Ten of Wands in the reverse, someone doesn't want this to, let me put it this way. It's, if we're making a change in what our future is going to look like, we don't want to do it so quickly that it feels like abrupt and it feels like, man, did I make a mistake, or am I going to go back in time and think about the mistakes I made and have any regrets? So this is like making sure that we allow things to happen at a natural pace, so it's not sudden, it's not abrupt, so that we're not racing into like, okay, that's done, I'm going to jump to this new person. This is like, no, maybe I should take this a little slower and just make sure that I don't end up with any regrets. We have the Strength card. We have the Lovers in the reverse, and we have the Four of Swords in the reverse. This really does look like we're closing one chapter with someone that we're no longer imagining as our end-all be-all. And this could have been a dream that we held on to for a really long time. This could also have been over for a long time, but this is the formal release of it, because we've met somebody new, and this new person is making us think so differently about love and romance. I feel like the only reason that we have this amazing king coming in now is because another situation was already, and we started out with the situation being over, but it was a disillusionment possibly. It was like, yeah, but I thought that was my forever thing. I thought that was what I wanted. Now, maybe I'm even in a mood where I'm like, I don't know if I believe in happily ever after, but wait a minute. Maybe I'm not sure if I want to be married again, or maybe I'm not sure that I want to connect with somebody in that same way. But I can't help it. There's this amazing person that has shown up. This King of Cups, this loving individual. I feel like this is for someone who, it does feel like there was a disillusionment first. There was some, like, I got burned in love. I got scarred up. I got, something that should have been a love affair for the rest of my life. It ended. And maybe I've been telling myself, like, I'll never even believe in that again. But this person's making us believe a little differently. Now, we're still slow. We're still hesitant on that pickup. We're still taking time to, like, I'm not going to just assume that this person is, my end all be all. And now instantly I'm, sucked into that vortex of like, the crazy elation that we get when we're crazy in love. Instead, this is more like, wow, meeting this person who seems steady, who seems like they're emotionally available. I don't have to rush to open up to them. We can slowly build trust, and I can, one piece at a time, my resistance is dropping off. One piece at a time, my reservations, my pains, my fears, the things that I dealt with in the past, the disillusionment, all of that is dropping away. And it is being replaced one piece at a time with the fact that I have the courage to love again, to realize that that past lover, the one that maybe I was disillusioned with, but I was still kind of like, it was painful and it was fresh and it really shook me. think I might be healed from that. How in the world did this happen? It happened because we got our strength and our courage back, because we met somebody who showed us a different kind of love affair. And all of a sudden, well, not all of a sudden, it's been slow moving in this storyline, but we have come to realize that that person from our past we would never return to. And we might have been holding out hope. Our character might have been holding out a little bit of hope because they were at a crossroads. Like, is it really over with that past lover of mine, the one that disillusioned me so much, the one that I thought I was going to be, with them for the rest of my life? This was probably something that felt like, this was Four of Wands is like my perfect match, my perfect mate. Yet now I'm standing here kind of with my head reeling going, do I let go of this altogether? And then if this wasn't real, is anything real? So do I even want to try to get into a relationship again? So, standing at that crossroads can be like a lot of different thoughts. Like, what if this person from the past came back and we reconciled? Would I even want that? That's one crossroad. Then what if I don't even believe in love anymore? And maybe I never will. What if I never heal? And that's another crossroads. So somebody was like really kind of tangled up in their head for a while. And then the other crossroads is, but wait a second, who is this new person? Why does this person feel so good? Why do they feel so stable? Why are they staring right at me while I'm standing here at a crossroads having all these thoughts in my mind of, am I really ready to let go of that failed relationship to where I also let myself heal enough from it so I can have a fresh beginning with somebody like this? And the answer to all of this is like, slowly but surely, that's exactly what happens. And again, emphasis on slowly. I feel like this, tell me more about this wonderful King of Cups, because I feel like they are very patient. I feel like they are very understanding, very compassionate, that like someone has gone through a lot of hurt. Someone, wow. Patient and compassionate, but with this Hierophant, this is somebody who, first off, is they're in it for long-term commitment. They want something truly stable. Now, here's the thing. There is a difference between the Four of Wands and the Hierophant card when we talk about commitment, because this is like the marriage of the souls and the emotion, and this is like the marriage that is, like the legalities are involved, and it's like we share our last names, and we file taxes together. It doesn't mean it's any less of a soul contract, though. But I will say this, it doesn't look like we ever, that other connection, that former lover, we actually never got to that kind of a marriage with them. It was something where there was like, we felt married, but maybe we never were. And maybe they never even wanted to get married. And maybe that was the other thing. It's like, wow, so I'm never actually going to be someone's empress. And this could be a man or a woman who felt like this, but like, wow, my past lover never actually wanted to make it an official thing, but we felt really married, and we did all these things that married people do, but they never really maybe wanted to have a long-term mate like that in every sense of the word, where there's the legalities involved as well. Whereas this person is all about that. Now, this card also has a lot to do with like one's higher self. So this King of Cups is not just emotionally available, but they also are in contact with their higher selves. They're very much like, I'm ready for this long-term commitment. Now, if this were the same person, it could be that we're in a state of disbelief, saying, I don't know that I believe this of you anymore. How did you, when before we couldn't be successful? You maybe even said you didn't want to be married. I maybe said that I'm not sure that this will work because we couldn't make it work before. This could also be our lead character is having like, I don't know if I would believe this, because now you're coming in with this huge offer and you're a totally different personality type. The thing is, the reason I don't feel that way is because we have this slow moving energy where we're releasing things. And in particular, we're releasing a particular lover, and we're realizing that we're healed from that. That's why I just don't think that it's the same person. I think this is, we're definitely releasing someone because there's somebody else amazing that is showing us love and showing us like that they are consistent and that they are available. Tell me about our first character, a little bit more about that whole situation with that Empress being in the reverse. Whew, we got a slew of cards. Okay, so yeah, there's been a whole bunch of pain that's been hanging on in this person's mind. Emperor, Magician in the reverse. Well, no wonder this has been a bit of a head trip. So it never really felt over between these two because we had an Emperor and an Empress, right? But we also have some kind of deceptive energy. So it's a little bit like, I think the way we've begun this story is we have a lead character who has been very confused, because it's like, okay, wait a second. I thought that we were going to go the distance, but then this person didn't go the distance with me. And it's really painful because it feels like it's over, but the pain isn't gone. And I'm still keeping that person on my mind, like putting them on a pedestal. But if someone is truly an emperor, why do we have the magician in the reverse behind it? There is some kind of, maybe it was self-deception. Maybe our lead character might still be, a little portion of them does see it for what it is and says, this wasn't my person. They didn't lock it down. This is really hurtful because I still put them on the pedestal, still thinking that they are my person. And why didn't my person choose me? But here's the thing. There was something not accurate about that in this story for these fictional characters, right? And please do remember, these are all fictional stories. I'm not a psychic. I don't tell anybody anything real about their lives. This is not about any real human being's life. This is a fictional story. But in this fictional story, our lead character here has felt, I think, even rejected by someone who they kept thinking, like, that person is amazing. I wanted them so much. Then why did they not lock it down with me? Why did they not make this a serious commitment with me when they're an emperor? And it's like, but there's these cracks in that thought process. And this is why this person is standing here at a crossroads going, was I mistaken about them? I think yes, because we have the magician here. So our lead character is kind of, they still put this person on a pedestal. They still were thinking that why is this amazing person not choosing me? Even though part of them knows that person wasn't who I thought they were. I put them on that pedestal, and I've been hurting thinking that this amazing person didn't see me as their equal, when in truth, there was something that was not on the up and up with this person. This person was not, either they were not my emperor after all. Maybe they're an emperor. Maybe they're married to somebody else. And I knew that, but I really wanted them to be mine, and that can never be. And I knew that all along, if I'm honest with myself. Or it's that, no, this person isn't really that emperor. And I do know that too. I feel like there was some kind of, this could have been just self-deception. This could have been like, we wanted to call in an amazing partner. We met somebody that we thought was amazing. And then we gave them all those attributes and said, this is the one. But the one didn't behave the way we had envisioned. They didn't ever connect with us at that soul level. They didn't treat us like we were their perfect mate. So it's like, wait, what is this about? I thought I called in the perfect mate. But the truth is, and I think our lead character knows it all along, like, that this wasn't really the perfect mate. I asked the universe to bring me the perfect one, and I assumed it was this one. Maybe they looked good, they smelled good, we really admired them, and we gave them all kinds of extra attributes that they didn't really deserve. Maybe we didn't even know them that well. So it kind of sucked because it's like, okay, this is over, but I still feel so confused, so it doesn't feel over yet. But here's that magician card in the reverse says, wait a second, between that card and that Two of Wands, we do know that, wait a minute, I think this was not really my emperor after all. I think I gave them those attributes, but I don't think that they really were my emperor after all. And it's becoming more and more apparent, especially now that we've met this amazing king. Hold on, let's take a look at that magician card in the reverse just a little bit more. We've got Five of Cups in the reverse. No, there's this element where it's, the thought is actually like really sinking into someone's mind right now, going, that person wasn't quite who I thought they were. And you know what? I'm not actually as heartbroken as I thought I was over them. Maybe I'm a little heartbroken over the situation, but I'm realizing I'm not really crying over this, because there's a part of me that knew all along this one wasn't my person. My person is out there though. And right now, to be able to make a comparison with this quality of person, this King of Cups, who is so stable and steadfast and patient and loving and emotionally available, it's a pretty incredible difference. I feel like our lead character is really able to see the comparison between like who they put on a pedestal, only to realize that person, I think I put them there and they didn't deserve to be there. And I think I know that I did that because I'm seeing the real deal over here. And this person, this is the real deal. This is beautiful. We've got, it's really, it's very soothing when we realize that we've met someone who we did ask. In this storyline, we asked the universe to bring us an amazing match. It's just that we got confused as to which person it was, because we probably saw something in the first person, the one that we call the emperor, and that person could be an emperor, but they weren't our actual match. That's why they didn't make the moves on us. That's why they didn't lock it down. That's why they couldn't be our emperor, because they are perhaps an amazing person. An emperor in the upright is an emperor in the upright, but that doesn't mean that they're our emperor. That may mean that they belong with someone else, and our person is this other individual that we almost overlooked, is what I feel like, but we're not anymore. We're coming around to seeing this person for what they are, and it's really beautiful. I love when, like a storyline where, just because sometimes we think it's supposed to be one person and it's, here we go again, we think it's supposed to be one person and it's not. Twin flame and separation, well, because it was a false twin flame. We thought we had our perfect match. We thought we had our perfect, divine counterpart. But instead, it wasn't really an emperor and empress match. That was a false twin flame. That wasn't the person for us to pour all of our energy into. Instead, we got somebody else who's a real match here. Oh, this is so exciting. This is so beautiful. Recognizing where a Tower in the reverse and a King of Wands. We have got such, and this is us, right? This would be the Aries card. Doesn't matter if we're masculine or feminine. That part is irrelevant. We are in this energy of like, oh my God, I feel like my heart is so open to this incredible king. I feel like this is my match. Now we might be, this could be same-sex couples. This could be just the divine masculine and feminine energies that are, showing up in us. Whatever this is, we have our one character is now stepping into a leadership position where they're taking charge. And remember, this person in the beginning, they were feeling depleted. They were feeling like, well, I wasn't chosen. They were feeling less than. They, in their divine feminine energy, they were feeling not very good about themselves. This person has totally restored their confidence in themselves, and they're taking charge of what they really want, which is this incredible King of Cups. It's interesting because with that that Tower card in the reverse, and of course this is Aries, right? It's amazing because we have our lead character is recognizing, I didn't lose anything. I wasn't with the right soulmate or twin flame. I wondered why that emperor wouldn't, lock it down with me. Why didn't they see me as their person? Because they weren't my person. I kind of mistakenly focused my attention on them for a little bit, but it wasn't them. It's this one. This is the one that's mine. It's a really beautiful vibe. And of course, the Emperor, is Aries energy. So, as always, this storyline could be flip-flopped either direction. But what we have is somebody who is becoming very aware that the person that at one point in time they really thought was theirs, it was somebody else. Their lover is actually somebody else. So we have Gemini here. We have Leo here. We have Aries coming up. We had Libra, Taurus, with that Empress card. What else did we have? We had Taurus again with the Hierophant. So those are our majors, and Virgo, Gemini with the Magician as well. So I really like this because it's such a relief to discover that our real match, it was a little different person than who we thought it was at first. But it's so nice to see that this is coming together and that we didn't miss out on anything. And it becomes really clear now. It becomes really clear as to why someone didn't choose us in the past. It was because that wasn't the one that was supposed to be choosing us. It would have been a big mistake possibly if that duo had gotten together, when that amazing King of Cups was standing there, like patiently waiting to come into our lives. So very cool for this character. So as always, guys, thank you so much for giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, dropping me comments, all those things. I appreciate it so much. It helps my channel to grow. It lets me know you guys enjoy this. If you're new to my channel, welcome. As I mentioned before, this is all fictional storytelling. I'm a writer who writes without a pen. I am not a psychic. So do bear that in mind. Anyway, thank you guys so much. Lots of love. Bye.